Alternately, isn't it alternatively? Alternately. Is that a word?
Alternate option. No, alternate. It was a word,
Is that? Alternately.
Oh, I don't know. I'm too hungover to write that now.
Okay, so I've got another post. I don't think this guy is a recruitment guy, actually. I'm not connected to him. He must just have come up in my feed. I think it's because people I know must have engaged with it. So the guy, can we name? Are we going to bleep names out?
Yeah, we'll bleep it out.
I mean, I'm not slandering him or anything. Richard Smith. It looks like he works with sales teams, sales leaders. So the post is, it's just text. Only people in sales will get this. A man walked into a pub, barman, so it's like the speech marks. Good day, sir. Welcome to my establishment. By the end of this conversation, we will be in one of two places. Either A, you will have ordered and paid for a pint of my beer, or B, we will have established you do not actually fancy a drink and you can leave my pub as a friend. Does that work for you? And the man says, yes. The man proceeded to sit in the corner of the pub to read his newspaper without ordering anything, and the landlord did absolutely nothing. Does that make sense?
No.
No, right. So he's saying only people in sales will get this. So think of it as a sales analogy.
Yeah.
So a man walks into the pub, the barman welcomes him and says, right, by the end of this conversation, you're either going to buy a pint from me or we'll have established you don't want a pint.
And then you can go.
And then you can leave the pub as my friend.
Yeah.
Does that work for you? And the man goes, yes, it does. The man does neither of those things, basically. He goes to sit in the corner of the pub, reads his newspaper, doesn't order anything, and the landlord does nothing about it and just lets him sit there. So you think about sales relationships.
Yeah.
Let's use recruitment.
Yeah.
So
he's the recruiter.
The barman is the recruiter.
The barman's the recruiter. He offered two options to a candidate.
You can either work with me or not work with me, but we'll stay connected and network. Does that work for you? Yes, it does. Client doesn't do either of those things.
Yeah.
So it's like LinkedIn. You could use LinkedIn as an analogy. Yeah. We're dropping in each other's inboxes. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you've dropped him. I'm trying to think of the best. LinkedIn probably not the best. If you think about when you start speaking to a client, maybe you have a meeting with them. So that meeting is the pub scenario.
Yeah.
You might even send a proposal.
Yeah.
They go away. You don't hear anything from them, but you don't chase them either.
They just sit there.
They just sit there.
Yeah.
Consuming your content on LinkedIn all the time, probably going, oh, I like him. They might not even engage with any of the content. No one does anything.
No. It's his point that I thought it was because of the question he asked, he said, does that work for you? That's a closed question. And I thought, well, now he's just going to sit there and he's not doing anything.
If we were going to pick it apart, what he could have said, instead of giving him two options, really if I was said barman, I would have said, good day, welcome to my establishment. How can I help you?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
What are you looking for?
Yeah.
And and identify it, because you might not want a beer, you might want a spirit.
But what is matey who's posted that? I
don't know, but there's a guy that's commented on it underneath, Robin Booth, another sales leader.
Oh, I used to work with him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, at Fusion.
Oh, maybe that's why he's come up.
Yeah.
This has come up for me. Alternately, isn't it alternatively? Alternately. Is that a word?
Alternate option. No, alternate. It was a word.
Is that? Alternately.
Oh, I don't know. I'm too hungover to write that now. I was going to try and think about it.
Let us know. Alternately, the customer insisted on trying every beer on the menu, discussing how each beer is made. Oh, I didn't save the whole comment. Hold on. Let me try and find it.
He's quite witty, old Robin.
Yeah, I remember reading it and thinking
yeah,
where are we now? Richard Smith.
He was a recruiter turned SaaS salesperson.
Really?
Yeah, I think, and then we all worked together at Fusion, and I think he's now the sales director. Oh, yeah, I think he might be the sales director.
So the guy that posted is a sales coach. And Robin's post, because he didn't post it that post that long ago. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, here we go, right. He has a lot of engagement on that, you know. Alternately, the customer insisted on trying every beer on the menu, discussing how each beer is made and the positives and negatives of each one, then asking all the other customers what they are drinking and why, as well as taking the barman's time, from other tasks like cleaning the pipelines in brackets, to then just walk out with a free bag of crisps to the Tesco next door to buy a 6-pack of Fosters. That is what happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
I've had my time wasted loads.
Yeah. I think that's...
They want so much from you, and you answer their questions and you do everything and blah, blah, and then they just disappear.
We had a rec expert call yesterday, and Vic said that she's been speaking to this agency. I think she said she's done like 4 calls with them so far. And then she basically just put her foot down. So listen, like buy the retainer or whatever.
You've got to.
I'm not giving you any more time. And then they went, oh, not right now. We've got budget issues, rah, 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 rah. And then she went, well, just hit me up when you're ready. And then like 2 days later, they messaged, say, hey, is there any chance you can jump on a call with our finance? Not seeing. And she's like, no. But that's why. And then Catherine Henderson, who I spoke to recently, she's going through that at the moment where people are just like getting loads of value out of her up front. Hopefully she wouldn't mind me saying. And then, which is why we're doing Rec Experts. People want to get time from you? Cool. Book it on Rec Experts. It's 15 minutes. Pay for the 15 minutes there and then. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Time wasters. But that was a close question.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the point he's also trying to make, is that could that interaction have been better? Yeah, definitely. But it's so true, because I think I see that a lot with consultants. So they'll have like an initial contact with a prospective client.
Yeah.
And maybe some initial little bites, and then they don't follow up.
No.
So really, instead of being the barman and going over to the corner and maybe trying to chat or be like, basically, you're going to buy anything or fuck off.
Yeah.
They don't.
Nah,
they just sit there.
They just watch them from the corner.
Yeah.
I
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, cool. Good at Robin Booth. That's like give me
nostalgia.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a chap has posted. He received a DM. This guy. He's a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and he's quite. He posts quite a lot on LinkedIn. Yeah. He had a message from someone and that said, "Hey, no one cares about personal posts at all. LinkedIn is about professional insights. So keep your personal updates for Facebook or Instagram."
This is a DM.
This is a DM from someone. I've muted your posts, but want you to make this change.
Oh my God.
So this is the chap who received that DM. His name is Chris. He's posted. He said, over the weekend, I've received a message that challenged how I show up on LinkedIn. I love this post. Someone shared that that they felt my LinkedIn post should be strictly professional. And my personal updates belonged on other platforms, i.e. Facebook or Instagram. It got me thinking. I believe that being a CFO, an entrepreneur, and simply me are not separate identities.
Yeah.
They all shape how I show up and how I lead. The lessons I've learned in business translate into my life. The wins and losses in both personal and professional life have made me a better person/leader. For me, authenticity, showing up as the whole person, not my job title. That doesn't mean every post needs to be personal, but that doesn't also mean that every post needs to be about business. I believe there's value in both, but I'm genuinely curious where everyone stands on this. I really like that post personally because there is we know that there's that brigade of people that constantly say that. But I also think that we have newer age. We do have younger people posting on LinkedIn and you see a big swing. Some people are all about the social, like all loads of personal stuff. And we've said it, sometimes they're not even addressing their ICP in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
And without doing the whole, what becoming a dad taught me about B2B sales, without doing that whole like ridiculous, cringe stuff, there's ways to link things back. And I do think it's about finding balance, but I also, I think that is, I love how he's articulated it. I think that's the nicest way. It's all of those things, every win, every loss, personal and professional, shapes who you are.
And what you said at the start about it's not separate.
They're not separate identities.
Yeah, and that's true, especially if you have your own business. It is you.
Yeah, exactly.
And especially if it's only you as well. But I just think like some people, like, have you really taken the time out of your day? Have you let it annoy you that much that you've gone on and sent a DM And who are you to tell someone that they should, and I've muted you, but I'd like you to change. Fucking delete them then if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Why should they change you to match what you want?
You just dread to think what that person is like, don't you? Because to A, think that you can send that full stop, B, thinking that it's okay as well to do it. But what do you think they're going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Reply and say, oh, okay. I'll stop that.
It's like me watching Love Island and thinking, I don't like this season, trying to get hold of the producers on ITV and going, look, just to let you know, I'm going to mute it for the moment. I'm not going to watch it, but I want to see it change.
I've just got this picture of you calling the Tinder support lady again.
But like...
Yeah.
If I don't like the show, I'm not going to watch it.
Exactly.
Just don't watch
We've
it.
Said it. How many times have we said
I don't like... It's like me telling Love Island, I don't really like the premise of the show anymore. Can you make it not a dating show and do all these things I want? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, nice one.
No.
It's ridiculous.
And I think people saying LinkedIn should be professional. LinkedIn has evolved. It is a social media platform. Yeah. It's not the same as it was when even we started in recruitment.
No, it's changed.
And I think it's good. You build a personal brand. And look, if you don't like some of the people in your feed, fucking get rid of them. You can block people. You can silence people. Get on with your day.
Yeah. Keep scrolling. We've said it so many times when this topic comes up. If you don't like something you see on LinkedIn, just scroll. Why do people let it bother them? Can you imagine getting annoyed? I mean, we get annoyed at LinkedIn posts.
That's the premise of the whole show.
We do get annoyed at LinkedIn posts. But we just have a laugh.
You wouldn't do that, though.
Yeah. No, I've never DM'd anyone to say, hey, stick that on Instagram and Facebook, mate. Don't want to see it. Anyway, yeah, I really liked how Chris articulated that line. I love the separate identities line. I think that's
it's not separate.
No, I love it.
It really isn't. It's not. I think that's what makes people really good at what they do when they bring their whole self to what they do, not this separate identity. Yeah. Because you're being authentic then as well.
And we know people in our space who aren't authentic. And it
you can
shows
tell.
A mile off. It shows such a mile off. As soon as you see them at events and you're like, oh God, here we go. Yeah. Like, what facade are we going to have to listen to now? Like,
whereas there's people that you know are just being them.
Yeah. Flinnies of the world, the Luke Pitkins of the world, like people like that you see, Andy Dunns of the world. Yeah. Like you see these people and they're just like themselves, like all the time, the same, every single time, no different. And they're so well morally, like compass is in the right place. I love that. Anyway.
It's a good post. I like that.
Yeah. A quick shout out to our sponsors, Shazamme. You might know them for building recruitment websites that are awesome. They've now launched several new products, including marketing automation, CRM automation, and data enrichment. So if you get a second, go check them out. If you haven't checked them out in 2026, then you haven't seen them at all. Story time.
Stories. I have got one recent, one old school.
Okay.
I do love the old school ones.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be sad if I stop getting those sent in, because they are brilliant.
We need to make friends with more 50-year-olds.
Yeah, we do. Mind you, there's quite a few people commented. Which one was it that we had loads of comments on about? It was the last. What one was it? I can't remember. Oh, it was the contractors one. They moved.
The contractors.
Yeah, loads of people commented, and I was like, please send us them. Send. Yeah. So I'm going to chase them all up because there was a good few people and they were like, oh, I've got some wicked stories like that. Yeah. So I'll get them. I like people sending to me on a voice note because, you get the full story then.
Yeah.
Okay. So this first one, this is from... Perm's, I think she's a branch manager actually, but she's still really hands-on in one of my clients at the moment. And I said yesterday, I was like, come on, you must have some brilliant stories for me, right? Come on. So this is just one of them. I'm sure she'll have more. So there was this candidate. So she does, they call it commercial, but she basically does like PA, HR, admin, within sort of the industrial sector. So if you can imagine all like the back office sort of roles as well. So she does all of those like perm positions. And there was a candidate, she had him on LinkedIn. Candidates that you sort of never managed to place, but you're aware of them, they're on your radar, and he was one of them, this guy called Harry. So she'd known him for ages. Really nice guy. Randomly, she was like, he used to be a ballet teacher. I don't know why she added that in, but I've included it. Mm-hmm. So finally, she notices he's sort of looking, and she actually has a role for him. So she's like, right, I can work with Harry. I can place this guy. So she places him with a client, basically. So they're in that sort of industrial sector. And he starts, and everybody loved him there. Like, really liked him, really supportive. Like, in the first week, you know, as a perm, you get a call and they're like, oh, we love him. You know, and you're like, yes, match made in heaven. They liked him so much that in the first week, he went to them in a bit of a predicament because he had to do something with his mortgage. Either it was like put some more money towards his mortgage or something. They lent him 1.5k in his first week. So, like, really, really liked him, like, trusted him, stuff like that. Which I do think is a bit mad. Apparently, it's to do with when they were paying him. So his first pay was quite early on, and he wanted to, like, not an advance, but because it wasn't going to come out of his next salary, but it's technically a loan, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Got ya.
But then shortly after, he disappears on the sick.
Ah.
And that's when things started to unravel, basically.
Oh no.
So he left. So his work laptop, everything was in the office because he just sort of, you know, rung in one day, not coming in, and then he just wasn't there for like weeks, basically. And I think at one point they had to get on his laptop because he was managing some stuff. So they were like, right, what's going on? We need to log in. And basically, this numpty, he left, like, really visible and accessible these fake fake doctor's notes.
Right.
And one of them of which he had used.
Right.
So, but they find like all these fake ones, and they're like, what? Like, they're in a folder. So, like, what the hell's going on here? On his work laptop. Being stupid. Yeah. So then they're like, we need to start doing a bit of digging here, I think, because this is weird.
Yeah.
Then they find his name on company's house under a business. So they're like, well, he hasn't disclosed that to us. And in a lot of contracts, you can't have another form of employment, can you? Especially your own business.
No.
Then they find out the business, his dad's the director, so he's listed as a director, but the dad is one of the directors, and it's a property business, and it's got over 800k of assets in it. So they're thinking, well, why is he lending money off us for a mortgage? You just go to your dad, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't know the relationship, but fine. And he's a director in the business.
Yeah.
So also, he told them from like interview stage, from the start, that he was married. Like, he was talking about it as if, like, you know, he's got a partner, he's married, whatever. Then they find out he's not. He's not married. So that was a lie. Actually, she thought he was gay. Not that there's anything wrong with it. No, but she was even surprised. When they said, she was like, oh, no, I never thought. Like, he told me I've got a wife.
Yeah,
that sort of scenario. So she was like, what? Then they find out he lives with his bloody parents.
Right.
He doesn't have a mortgage. He doesn't have a mortgage. So obviously he gets sacked.
Yeah.
He's only been there 7 weeks, most of which he's been off sick anyway.
Yeah.
He owes the company this money. So he then offers to work extra to pay them back because he clearly doesn't have the money.
Yeah.
Fuck knows what he spent it on. But they then find out, in addition, that he'd taken a load of blueprints from the office. Must be some sort of like construction, whatever company. And he's hidden them in his car in a plastic bag. He was taking... for what? Who knows? So they were like, no, we can't have him back on the premises.
No.
Not after all. You add that up collectively.
Yeah.
He had a bloody key for the office. So he probably snuck in and, you know, who knows what he was doing.
Yeah.
So they were like, just post the office key back. We don't want you back. He never posted it back.
So
he must have had to change the locks.
Change the locks, yeah.
He kept saying, I've posted it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Never got it back. And it's just like, what planet are these people on? How do they survive?
The front to just blag you away to 1,500 quid, like just making up
that
a
on
wife,
its own is bad enough.
making up a wife, making up a mortgage, and
making up a life. Making up a life.
Man, in fact, that the best thing about it is that he just lives at home with his mum and dad.
Yeah.
And God knows what he's done with that 1,500 quid.
But I just think, like, it must be quite fun to create a life for yourself.
Just freestyle whatever you want.
Yeah, like, but it must be hard to remember everything.
Well, yeah.
But why would you have the fake sick notes on your work laptop?
It's probably not his first time doing it, I'm guessing. Like, it sounds like he's...
Professional.
What are they called? Grifters. Professional grifting.
He would have had to have paid them back, though, surely. They could have taken it to court and stuff, couldn't they?
Yeah, or have his notice or something like that, I guess.
But why would you lend someone that money?
It's
in the first week.
7 days in, and someone asked me to lend them a couple of quid. No, I'm not having it. Even if you asked me to lend you a £5 for lunch, I'd be like,
No.
no.
I don't like lending money. It makes me really stressed.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that's got the stress of getting that money back. I've got probably one friend I would do it to. I mean, when I say lend money, if we were on a night out and she's like, "Oh, do me a favour, pay for that and I'll pay you back later." I'm not talking, can I have a loan? I wouldn't loan any of my friends' money. I know you might think that makes me sound like a bitch, but some of my friends are terrible. And I don't want the stress of having to chase. It's awkward.
You're so right, though. As soon as you lend the money, it's then on you,
It's not on them.
Not on them.
They don't give a fuck.
Nah.
So as she was telling me, I was like, this guy is chaotic.
Yeah.
Never working with again.
No. I love the fact that at the beginning it started with, we'd always wanted to work with.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.